Hey! Do you think you have what it takes to become wealthy? In finance, either personal or corporate, unless you create a budget and follow it, you have a strong likelihood to go bankrupt or at least to have financial trouble. A budget will help you to understand how your paycheck is spent, to avoid to overspend, to build an emergency fund in case of something happens, to save money to pay your next vacation. But the most important thing, it is a powerful tool to increase your probability to be financially free. But how do you create a budget, you may ask? If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell so that you will be notified every time I bring a new video. So, how do we create a budget? Well, the first step is to figure out what our paycheck is used for, where the money is going. The second step is to use this precious information and start planning ahead. The third step is to stick to it, and this is the hardest one. This sounds easy, right? Only 3 steps. If it is so easy, then how it is possible that so many people are broke? At the end, it does not matter how much money you are making per year. How many rich people are filing for bankruptcy every year? They have money, right? The point here is unless you manage your money properly and focus on asset instead of liability, the next time something significant occurs unexpectedly, you will face bankruptcy, most likely. I put in the card above here, fake asset or a problem in 2020, to help us to understand the statistic regarding bankruptcy in Canada and in the United States. In that video, we learned that according to statistic in 2019, 48% of Canadians owe $200 from insolvency, and 39% of Americans are a paycheck away from living on the street. There's no point to look at the statistic in 2020 because of the current situation in the world. Are you scared that you will be part of this stat yourself? What is happening in the world this year should wake us up and help us to realize that we must change our spending habit to saving habit. So how to avoid this situation, you may ask? Please subscribe to this channel so that you will receive much more information in the future. First, let's talk about the elephant in the room. A budget is not supposed to be restrictive in any way. It is supposed to help us to plan and to avoid the pitfall regarding our hard-earned money. It should be something simple, otherwise you will give up. Stop using your credit card unless you are sure to pay it off at the end of each month. Avoid instant gratification at any cost. Credit cards are a very good tools to track your expenses, but if it's not used carefully, it can be the worst nightmare you have. Credit cards are the worst kind of debt because of the high interest rate. One lesson we learned in the last video is that you must pay yourself first, no matter what is happening, and therefore the budget will help you to do that. I have a card here above that will refer you to that video. There are many types of budget and many applications available on the market to help you to achieve the creation of a budget. But quite frankly, an Excel file or a Google Sheet is good enough. Again, a budget must be simple to execute, so no need of a complicated tool. The principle behind a budget is that your money should be divided according to the following ratio: 50, 30, and 20. 50% should be for your needs, 30% should be for your wants, and 20% should be for saving only. Remember, the 20% is for saving, and saving must be the first thing you do when you receive your paycheck. What are the needs, you may ask? Well, simple: rent, mortgage, utilities, food, transportation, regular clothes, not the fancy one that people are buying today like Louis Vuitton, Cartier, and others. Education is part of this. And of course, an emergency fund in case something happened. What are the wants? Vacation. Fancy clothes, yes, Louis Vuitton and so on, if you can afford it. Video games, entertainment, going out with friends, tobacco and alcohol if you need those, and any other things of this type. To help you with this process, you can use the envelope zero-based budgeting process, which means one envelope for a special purpose. When you receive your income, your salary, your earned money, divide your money in those envelopes. They can also be separate bank accounts. Use the money in those envelopes or bank accounts for the sole and only purpose that it is intended. No matter which way you decide to manage your budget / money, you must stick to it, otherwise there's no purpose. Understand that there is no point to have a budget unless you track your expense against it and stick to it. I have a card here above, Rat Race Part 6, Where is your money going? In the previous video, I provided an expense tracking Excel file. Please use this file if you have no other tracking tools. Once you have a grip on your expenses, you will be able to follow the budget, and only then. If you like this video, once more time, hit the like button, subscribe, and don't forget to add a comment. At this point in the process, you may realize that you are living beyond your means. This is sad. If it is the case, it is time for you to rectify the situation. How to rectify the situation, you may ask? Well, it depends. Look at your budget versus your expenses. This process will tell you where the issue is. You may have multiple issues. What to do when your budget does not balance or you can't pay yourself first? Go through each line item in your budget and compare with the expense from the tracking tool. Find items that are out of line. Find a way to either reduce or cut or replace that item with a cheaper alternative. You may be in a situation where you will need to find a second job. You may need, unfortunately, to downsize. If it is, well, let it be. It is a temporary situation. Remember, we want to be free and become wealthy. You may not like the effect of budgeting on your life, but remember, what is your goal? Do you want to be financially free or not? Do you want to enjoy your life today and be poor forever and ever, being trapped in the rat race? Or do you want to be free? And always remember, if you do not fix your finance, someone else will do it for you, and you will have to do bankruptcy. And unfortunately, in this case, you will lose everything that you accumulated in life. From now until the next video, using the tracking tool to build your budget, you will start budgeting items. Ensure that you are respecting the rule 50, 30, 20, needs, wants, and saving ratio. Start building wealth and get out of the rat race once for all. Until then, act now or dream on. Bye.